In this video, we are going to look at the feature definition for a terrain element. For this example, we have a feature definition that's already in our DGN, or these would go into the DGN library. Under the terrain category, we have a subcategory of existing, and then we have an existing boundary terrain. We see that element over on our right in the screen. If I select on the existing boundary, that will bring up the properties dialog or properties menu for the existing boundary, where we have different properties where we can set. So we have a selection tab with a parameter of name. That will be the name of the feature that we have selected. And then we have the feature definition tab with three parameters of name, description, and name seed. The name will be the name of the feature definition. The description will be the description of the feature definition. And then the name seed will be used for default naming. If there are multiple elements in the file, the name seed is incremented, and we have a prefix EB for existing boundary. The terrain tab has two parameters, volume option and surface feature symbology. The volume option parameter is used for earthwork, where we can set our terrains to 4 different categories, either design for proposed, existing for existing. If we don't want the terrain to be calculated, we would set it to none. And there's also a subgrade category that we would set it to if we want to compare surfaces. The surface feature symbology is a symbology definition used to draw the terrain, and we can select the different symbologies from pick list in an active file or a DGN lib. So we'll look at that later on. And then we have an items tab with the parameter of items attached. So this is where a item type can be attached to the feature definition, such as pay items. So that is the properties of an existing boundary terrain, and that will be the same for all the different terrains. We would just set the different options. Up here we have a selection tab, which is a name parameter, the name of the feature definition. The feature definition tab with parameters of name, description, and name seed. That will give us the name of the feature definition, a description of the feature definition, and a name seed is used for the default naming. And then we have a terrain tab where we'll set the volume or parameters, volume option, and surface feature symbology. The volume option is where we would set for earthwork what type of terrain or how we want to compare the two terrain models, and the surface feature symbology is how this will look. And then we have an items tab where we would attach an item type. That is the feature definition for a terrain.